Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I recently got back from the Mama Fall Fest where I got my first hands-on look and driving impressions for the all-new 2024 Hyundai Kona. And in this video, I have yet another exciting new Hyundai product, and that is the refreshed 2024 Hyundai Elantra Limited. So for 2024, the Elantra goes through a mid-cycle refresh for its current generation. Up front, you'll find totally new revised styling. Out back, you'll find a revised rear bumper. You have new features available on certain trim levels and new packaging across the board, as well as a few new exterior colors. So if you want to know everything that did change for the 2024 Elantra lineup, make sure to check out the dedicated video I have here on the channel that I just posted just a few weeks ago, where I go over that in a little bit more detail. Now, when it comes to the Elantra trim in specific, outside of the aesthetic or cosmetic changes that I did just mention, in terms of features, it will get the surround view monitor system, blind spot view monitor, park distance warning in the front as well as the back, so front and rear parking sensors, Hyundai Digital Key 2, which works with iOS as well as Android compatible devices, and H-Tex leatherette seating surfaces, so that is a slight material change on the inside versus the genuine leather that was offered before. So those are the main changes in terms of features and packaging here for the Limited trim in specific. Now finally, when it comes to pricing, the Limited actually had the least amount of price increase for the regular trims of the Elantra lineup. They haven't quite announced pricing for the N as well as the hybrids, so make sure to stay tuned here on the channel for that information when it does become available. But anyways, the Limited went up $415 over the 2023 models, which now means the Limited starts at $28,030 including destination. So with all that information in mind, let's not waste any more time. Take a look at what this Limited has to offer for just over $28,500. So the Elantra in front of us is finished in the Amazon Gray exterior with the black H-Tex leatherette on the inside. Now Amazon Gray is a fantastic color, it has a ton of metallic flake as well as a very slight greenish hint to it, especially when parked to other grays in the Hyundai lineup. But this is not to be confused with the new exotic green that will be solely available on the N-line trim. So just note, even though they may look similar in pictures, Amazon Gray and exotic green are two separate colors. Now at the front end of every Elantra, you will find the new revised styling that I was talking about at the beginning of this video. It does include a new bumper design, new fenders, as well as new headlamp assemblies, among other exterior bits. Every Elantra will come standard with full LED projector headlights across the board, so that is a welcome change, with LED daytime running lights and LED turn signals in that upper portion. This does not include the horizon lamp that is debuting on the all-new Kona. So the center portion right here, which may look like it illuminates, does not, unfortunately. It's just a chrome strip, but it does give that unique design language, very similar to the new revised Sonata as well as the all-new Kona. You will find the new stainless steel Hyundai logo that first debuted on the Ioniq 6, and that is being rolled out to other Hyundai models as well. There's the front parking camera for the 360 surround view monitor system, as well as your new front parking sensors in addition to the rear that were already available. And there is your radar for the adaptive cruise system in the center of the lower grille. Most of the grills are going to be a satin black design with a few gloss black accents here on the corners of the front bumper that does wrap into the aerodynamic treatment to help with airflow around the wheel and tire setup for better aerodynamics and fuel efficiency. Coming to the wheels and tires, these are going to be the new style wheels, standard on the Elantra Limited. They're going to be 17-inch in size, wrapped in 225, 45, 17-inch Kumo Majesty Solus all-season tires. And you can see the wheels themselves are a machine and dark gray metallic finish. I believe every wheel across this new Elantra lineup will be revised in design from 15-inch alloys all the way up to 19-inch alloys on the top high-performance end. So that is a very welcome change, and the tires are very familiar in that regard. They're going to be body color mirror caps with your LED turn signal integration. They do have the cameras on the sides for that camera system that I mentioned, but no LED puddle lights. They are going to be heated and do have blind spot detection. The front two door handles are going to have the new Hyundai Digital Key 2.0, which adds the iOS compatible devices, and it is going to have the standard proximity entry as well. You can see the silver chrome beltline trim on the bottoms of the windows with the new parametric design C-pillar trim. The Hyundai did note as a change in the release notes for this vehicle, and it does have the single power sunroof up top with the gloss black shark fin antenna out back. Now coming to the rear of the vehicle, you will find the LED plus bulb tail lamps, which means they are going to be partial LEDs, only LED running lights which span across the entire width of the vehicle, but you will have incandescent brake, turn signals, and reverse lights in this housing right here. So that is a little bit unfortunate that it does not get the full LED tail lamps, but those are going to be available on the top end. Out back, in terms of the rear bumper, you will find the revised design with the silver accent trim, which wraps around the entire width of the vehicle, rear parking sensors, a fairly aggressive rear diffuser for a normal Elantra, if you will. You can see it does span down here on the left and right side of the vehicle at the very corners, so that is a very unique design. There's these silver accent badges, including the new Hyundai emblem, the Elantra, and the limited badge on the right side with your rear backup camera and tailgate release. So overall, I think they did a very nice job with the new refreshed 24s. I really do like the design. I thought the old model was a very handsome design. I think they even improved upon it here in this version right here. So you guys will have to let me know down in the comment section below what you think of the 24s versus the pre-refresh models. But overall, I really do like the styling, seeing it here in person for these new Elantras. So with that information in mind, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the window sticker so you guys know exactly how this is equipped, and then we'll jump onto the inside. So take a quick look at the window sticker. The Elantra Limited comes fully loaded with everything that the standard gasoline-powered Elantra has to offer. Now, if you do compare the Elantra Limited to the Elantra Limited Hybrid, then you'll know the Hybrid adds the ventilated front seats and the memory driver's seat, in addition to everything that this particular vehicle does have to offer. So those are going to be the two small differences there. But as far as this vehicle goes, it does come very well equipped, especially for the price point and the features that they did add for 2024, including the surround view monitor, the Hyundai Digital Key 2.0, in addition to everything else that it already had, including the 10.25-inch infotainment screen and digital cluster, Bose premium audio system, heated front seats, the dual zone automatic climate control, and a few additional accessories. This vehicle stickers at $28,595, including destination. Now taking a quick look on the interior, this one has the black H-Tex leatherette on the inside, but a gray option is going to be available as well if black interiors are not your thing. Starting out here on the door panel, you will find a very similar design to that of the pre-refresh models, but Hyundai did note a small material change, which may pertain to this soft touch padded portion right here that runs across the majority of the center section. But anyways, hard touch textured upper, soft touch padded with some accent stitching, and this portion for your elbow is going to be a rubberized texture as well. Power windows, mirrors, and locks with automatic driver's side window, silver accent door handle pull with your silver accented tweeter for the 8-speaker Bose premium audio system, and a small amount of lower door storage as well. Coming over here to the driver's seat, this is going to be a power driver's seat with two-way power lumbar, and there is the new H-Tex materials for the seats. See, they do have the perforations as well as the accent stitching and piping. There's a quick look at the dashboard. Now on the inside of the 2024 Elantras, you're going to find the same overall design language as the pre-refresh models with just a few small tweaks here and there, and I will touch on those specifically when we get to them. Now in front of the driver, you're going to find a 10.25-inch fully digital gauge cluster that is controlled here on the right side of the steering wheel. You have your digital speedometer on the left, digital tachometer on the right, your odometer on the bottom right-hand corner, your fuel gauge, your overall ambient outside temperature, fuel range. In the center, you can cycle through your safety systems, current trip information. You can put your navigation up here, TPMS, and a few other items. So overall, it is a very handy display and overall very easy to use as well. Coming back to the steering wheel, this is going to be a leather-wrapped steering wheel with the black accent stitching. It does have some silver accent trim with the new stainless steel Hyundai logo in the center. Audio multimedia controls here on the left side. Safety systems and adaptive cruise with highway drive assist here on the right side. So overall, it does have much of the latest Hyundai safety systems, which is very nice to see. Automatic headlights with auto high beam assist. Regular wiper stock here on the right side. To the left of the steering wheel, you have your gauge dimming as well as traction control off. A nice silver accented vent design over here above that, as well as the same plastic insert with the circle outline. I know people have mentioned this in past about this vehicle. Not exactly sure what you can use it for, but I know some people have mounted phone holders and wireless chargers and stuff like that to it. So if you want to use that, that is still going to be available, kind of just a flat surface to use as you wish. Some textured elements for the dashboard and the hood design above the digital cluster. And it does have the center channel speaker on the dashboard for the Bose premium audio system as well. Coming over here to the infotainment system, this is again going to be the same 10.25 inch screen size, but it does add the surround view monitor system for the exterior cameras on this vehicle, which is a very handy feature and really nice to see for a compact vehicle in this price point. So nice to see that Hyundai did add that. It still only supports wired Android Auto, wired Apple CarPlay, Sirius XM, AM, FM, USB, Bluetooth inputs as well. Same overall UI, so no updates there like the larger 12-inch screens that are coming out to other vehicles. Still has your Hyundai driver profiles that you can configure to your individual driver. It does have the Wi-Fi data setup for the Wi-Fi hotspot, so that is something new, I believe, for this vehicle. But as a whole, really not too much to go over, and you guys have probably seen this in some of my past videos. Below that, you do have your hard touch buttons for the infotainment system, including a volume and power knob, and then all of your dedicated shortcuts to go to the screen that you wish, including a programmable start button that is also located on the steering wheel itself. Dual zone automatic climate control with heated front seats. Below that, you'll find one of the new design elements that Hyundai did revise, and that is the wireless charging pad in your Hyundai digital keypad. Now, I believe they opened this area up a little bit further back, so it is a little bit easier to slip your phone into the pad itself. And the charger itself is angled slightly towards the driver, so it is kind of tilted, like I said, for easier ingress and egress of your phone. And you can see it does have the little wireless charging logo to the right side there. So overall, a little bit easier to use. I did try it out myself, and I would say they did improve it a little bit over the pre-refresh models. USB-A and USB-C charging ports, that's a new bit, as well as a 12-volt outlet as well. There's your drive mode select. You can pull up the backup camera and the surround view monitor system, parking sensors on off, electronic parking brake, as well as your automatic vehicle hold. There you can see the leather wrap shift boot for the IVT transmission select. Gloss black around the cup holder design, and this is another new element that I did believe they have revised from 2023's, and they took out the insert and now they just have the tension loaded prongs to hold your drinks in place. These appear to be the exact same cup holder size, and they are fairly deep as well as are fairly sizable. So I think if you have a larger beverage, you won't have an issue getting the console or the cup to fit in the console itself. So I do like the changes that they made there. They took away that flimsy insert that you would rotate around depending on which size cup holder you needed. Now you still have this nice bar with that kind of chintzy feeling here on the passenger side of the vehicle. So that is not going anywhere for this current generation. But you do have a new revised key fob, very similar to the Ioniq 6 and the new Hyundai Kona as well, with the black accented buttons. You can have your remote start on there. However, one thing you will note if you have hands-on time with this key fob is it does not have the metal key built into it that it slides out the end. So that does come separately and something that you will need to carry around separately. Not exactly sure why Hyundai is doing this. The old proximity key was just fine, but just note the metal key is not contained inside of the actual key fob itself. You have a padded center armrest that is textured with a good amount of storage inside, no ports or lights. Up top, you'll find a light gray padded headliner, which is very nice. Vandy illumination, auto dimming interior rearview mirror, no garage home link, overhead incandescent lighting, sunroof controls, blue link, passenger airbag alert, as well as your SOS emergency services. And there is the same single power sunroof that was found on this vehicle prior. Very nice size. It does open and retract most of the way. It is still fairly small given the overall footprint of this vehicle is small, but still nice to have additional sunlight inside of a smaller vehicle like this, especially with a black interior. So overall, a very nice interior here at the front seat of the Elantra. Let's go ahead and take a look out back. So taking a look at the back seats of the Elantra, some of the materials will follow through from the front. Starting out here on the door panel, you'll find the same textured insert that is going to be soft touch, but outside of that, everything else on the door panel is going to be hard touch, including the armrest right here. Silver accented door handle pull with a little bit of additional storage down below. Take a look at the back seat. Materials are going to be the same as the front. Stepping height is going to be fairly easy for a compact sedan, but the roof height does get in the way just a little bit depending on your overall height. And there is a quick look at the dashboard. Now in terms of rear seat amenities, they did add USB-C charging ports standard across the board, no matter which trim you get. Still no rear AC vents, which is a little bit of a bummer, and you do only have one map net on this top limited trim. In terms of the seats, they do fold down 60-40 split, and there's the center armrest with integrated cup holders. Now the 60-40 split is now found on the STL Convenience and higher, so that is a slight upgrade there. And once again, the seating surfaces and materials are very plush and soft, and I really do think that is a small upgrade to the overall vehicle. But outside of that, amenities are going to be fairly sparse. Interior room itself is going to be very good with 3 to 4 inches behind my rough driving position. Plenty of footroom down below, and in terms of headroom, I would say I have about right around 1 inch of headspace. So it is a little bit small in that regard, but overall, I would say if you're under 6 feet, you shouldn't have any problems sitting here in the back seat behind yourself. Now taking a look at available trunk space, this is one of the stronger suits for a compact sedan in this segment. You can see it does have the trunk release located on the exterior. And here behind the seats, you can see there is a good amount of storage capacity. Like I said, this is a fairly large one for the segment. with your pull releases for the 60/40 split folding seats. You can see the subwoofer back here and an integrated light at the top as well. This one does have the integrated storage bins as the available accessories on the left and right hand side. So that is very nice. It just kind of velcros in place and allows you to store additional items so they don't slide around or move around while you're driving. It does have the temporary spare tire you can see with the roadside toolkit, and a little bit of additional storage space depending on what you put down there. So overall, a good amount of storage space here in the backseat of the Elantra, and really nothing to complain about for a compact sedan. Now finally, wrapping up here on the passenger front seat, all of the materials are going to be the same as the driver's side. You can see the lock and unlock buttons along with the window controls. This is just going to be a 4-way manual seat, so no height adjustment, unfortunately. And there's a better look at the dashboard design with the silver accents and the textured upper section up here. Glove box is not going to be damped, nor does it have any illumination inside, so that is a little bit unfortunate, but is a very usable size. You can see most of the original owner's literature is in there. So overall, a fairly large footprint. I would say it is just a little bit on the shallow side in terms of height. But overall, that's a look on the interior of the refreshed Elantra. Let's go ahead and take a look under the hood, see what powers this particular vehicle, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up this video. So under the hood, you're going to find the same 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine paired to the IVT transmission as the pre-refreshed models. This puts out 147 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque through only the front wheels, as all-wheel drive is not available. So overall, the powertrains are going to be a carryover from the pre-refreshed models no matter which Elantra you do pick. The standard 2-liter, the 1.6 in the N line, the hybrid versions, or the high performance N are going to all be a carryover from 2023 and earlier. So that's going to do it for my quick walk around tour of the refreshed 2024 Hyundai Elantra Limited. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and or found something helpful. If you did, make sure to hit that like button below. Greatly helps out the channel in these videos. Subscribe if you guys are not already subscribed, and make sure to stay tuned for additional 2024 Hyundai content coming. And make sure to check out the all-new Kona video that I did just a few days ago here on the channel at the Mama Fall Fest. That was a great experience, and overall I had very positive first impressions of that all-new generation Kona. And hopefully I will get hands-on time with some other trim levels, including some of the more affordable options here in the coming weeks. So make sure to stay tuned here for the channel for that. But overall, I am really happy with what Hyundai did with the 2024 Elantra in terms of overall packaging changes, feature changes, what they did with the exterior interior styling. The one aspect I would say is a small negative is some of the price increases for the lesser trims. Now, like I said, the Limited only gets $415 increase, but some of the SEL conveniences will get at or a little bit above a $1,000 increase over the 2023 models. And yes, you are gaining some features and amenities, including standard LED projector headlights, a sunroof on the SEL convenience, some of the USB port changes throughout the cabin, and a few other small tweaks. But overall, I will say another price increase is a little bit hard to swallow, given that they did go up for 2023 as well. So as a whole, I think the Elantra Limited is a very good value, but you'll have to let me know down in the comment section below what you think. As a whole, I appreciate the support here on the channel, and as always, hope to see you guys in the next one.